Massacre. It's Tuesday night. Yeah, sorry, I'm taking a look at this chat filter, trying to get all this going. Um, there we go. We got all messages. Good to go. Yep, we're good to go. I'm going to pop you up on the screen so that I can see what's going on. And yeah, we'll get down and dirty with this. We are a little bit early, which is fine with me. I do not mind being a little bit early. Because there's nobody here. So that's fine with me. There, thumbs up. One watching, one thumbs up. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm well. I'm not unwell. I'm moderately neato. I am about to open some mail, which has been opened for me by the U.S. Postal Service. I gotta love that. They stole some shit out of my mail on top of it. Last mail call I had, Freckle got a hold of it. This mail call, the post office got a hold of it. Sorry, I'm just crossing out people's addresses because they don't need to be exposed on where they're from. Swamp Picker, hello. Black Smoke Joe, hello. What's going on? Good to see everybody. We are getting extremely close to doing the art lock giveaway from Steve Leahy. He is working on that lock. If you guys have not seen the progression photos of that lock yet, that lock is amazing. I'm actually kind of bummed out I have to give that away. Tonight's not a sponsored drink of the night. It is not George Killian's Irish Red, although I wish it was. It is Diet Coke. And they're not a sponsor either. But Steve Leahy's lock is unbelievable. I can't wait to get my hands on it and just like look at it in person. I could probably spend, I mean, just a little section that he's done. I could sit there and stare at it and look at the dimensional incredibleness to it. It'll let me keep it for a little bit. It'll be here for a little bit because I got to do a fair giveaway with it. Although I will try and figure out how to do this so that it's not winnable by somebody who isn't a lockpicker or isn't an art fanatic, because it's a cool piece. It's a cool concept. I'm actually happy that I'm part of the whole thing. I am bummed I don't get to keep it. But we're gonna do a mail call. Am I ready for a challenge? Maybe. Granny is doing black magic right now. Oh, a bruja. Wonderful. Let's turn this around. Did I poop today? I did poop today. Thank you. My poop's dry today. Maybe I need some fiber. Big Pooper, welcome. Glad you're here. Thomas Kidd, am I wearing pants? I am wearing pants, although sometimes I am not. I am not afraid to not wear pants. Anya, hello. Welcome. Eternal Sugar, hello. Welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. So we got a mail call. Spooner sent me something. This is the one that got opened by the U.S. Post Office. It's taped up all nice, but I can see it squirt like there was a poker chip in here or something because it has come out the side, and I have not gotten it. So Spooner, you need to sue the U.S. Mail for mistreating your package. I got your sticker, the Spooner, but there's definitely a chip or a coin in here of some sort that is now gone. And I did not get that, but your sticker's here, and we will include your sticker into we'll include your sticker in the art project, in the collage. Cool sticker, by the way. Kind of looks like the ones I have made by Spaceman. Very cool sticker though. Nice, very nicely made. Thank you, Spooner. I'll reach out to you, and just in case you're not watching this. Those of you that are watching, if you're gonna send a three-dimensional object, like here, you can tell there's a poker chip in here. If you're gonna send a chip, tape it to the inside of the envelope. That way it doesn't squirt out the package, because they run these through like a press, and they don't give a shit what happens to your mail. That machine eats a lot of stuff. So, yeah, if you're gonna send a poker chip, tape it to the inside, or tape it to a piece of paper inside. We got one from Suspects too, which I actually have a challenge lock that still needs to go out to Suspects. That's cool. I never saw your logo. That's a very cool sticker. Yeah, very cool. Awesome. Those will go in the collage. We got a little love note. Thank you for being part of this, sir. And we got a really nice poker chip as well. That's one thing I do not have. For those of you, Suspects has his QR code. Check him out. Excellent, excellent lock picker. Excellent contributor to the community. Cool. Thank you. I got to figure out something cool to do with the poker chips. Like, I was collecting them from casinos, and now I'm collecting them from lock pickers. It could have been cocaine. Although the cocaine probably would have got here. Unfortunately, again, Diet Coke. Tonight's not a sponsored drink of the night. We're going to warm up on my warm-up locks. We have an Abus 7240, which I'm getting real tired of picking this one, actually. This was my favorite lock to pick. And I've picked it so many times, I'm now tired of it. So we are going to start replacing the comfort locks with uncomfort locks, so that maybe we can get out of this funk and not being able to get into some of these higher end locks. Because I'm getting tired of struggle busting on those locks too. So yeah, we're gonna change these out. This might be the last time I pick this one on live. Ever, because I'm that tired of picking it. And now we need a pick. We've got it chucked, we've got it tensioned, we now need a pick, and yeah, we'll use this one. There was a video that Eagle just put out recently using the 5540, which is going to be the next one I pick, which is actually an easier lock to pick, but the feedback it gives is a little less intense. So I'm actually going to try his little method on both of these locks. Although now that I think about it, this lock has 5 spools in it, and the Abus 5540 has 3 spools and a serrate. So little bit of a difference there. And there's my false set, which I love that. Oh, we almost had it. Love the false set on this lock because there's just so much feedback with those little tiny spools. With my unorthodox overhand pick strangling grab. Reset it. I don't like the way that feels. Roy, what's going on, buddy? New house, how are you, bud? Good to see you. Cadden Who, you rock. Thank you, you rock. You rock because you're here. I appreciate it. Very much so. And we've hit a milestone on the channel. They have contacted me about being able to monetize, which is cool. I am absolutely going to take advantage of that as it comes up, just because I want to do more giveaways. I want to do more with the channel than what I am able to do on my own. So I will go down that road. So all your comments, thumbs ups, thumbs downs, all your you sucks, your you rock, asking me if I got pants on, all that stuff helps. So please keep asking. And again, I'm glad you're here. So yeah, I want to try Eagle's technique. He said, avoid this first pin. This first pin's usually a serrated pin. And then go in and set the spools. And then poke that pin at the end. When I pick these, I kind of pick them a little bit different than other things that I pick. I don't generally top of the keyway tension this, but he was doing that, so I am going to try to top a keyway this. I don't see how people top a keyway in their hand. It's very uncomfortable for me. And he was doing it like that. Although I feel like maybe I just got stumpy fingers. I don't know. So we're going to avoid that. We can go in and see if we can set these other pins. Rob Picks, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I need, Roy, touch on that real quick. I need to make tensioners is what I need to make. I don't make my own tools. I make a lot of things, but I don't make my own tools. And I should. It is a good thing to do. Blue VR, hello, Eric. Give Eric a shout out. Hi, Eric. How are you? Is it Eric with a C or is it Eric with a CK? Which one is it? Or is it both? You got two Erics going on? Yeah, I don't know. Like, Eagle blows me away with his picking. I don't see how people pick like this. It's very uncomfortable. But he crushed that lock picking that way. I'm going to go back to a little bit different grip, which also doesn't work so well for me. I like bottom of the keyway with this. I'm going to have to practice that whole top of the keyway in hand nonsense. Nonsense it is. Nonsense. This is not difficult. Just because it's not difficult doesn't mean I can pick it lickety-split. I can rake it lickety-split. But picking it is another situation entirely. Well, I got locks falling down in the background on their own. That's the ghost. So, like I was saying, with Mr. Leahy's lock that he is painting, that was graciously donated by Packlock Corporation. The painting on that is coming out incredible. I don't think he's going to 2K clear it. I might actually send it out to somebody to have it 2K cleared. Because I don't necessarily want somebody to have to treat it with kid gloves. But then again, I don't think you should probably be picking the lock that's going in it with it in the body. Just because the body's going to be such an amazing piece of art. Now we are going to take another crack at this bilock. It didn't work out so hot for me last time, but we're going to take another crack at it. For those of you that don't know, Bilock is made in Australia, and they have 6 slider pins here and 6 slider pins over here. It is a really, really unique locking system. This is difficult. Reyes, I've been picking, like, I don't know, I've been picking for years, but there's a huge but there. I just, in the last 6 months, really got into picking. It's one of those things you start picking and then you hit a skill plateau. Maybe you take a break. Life does other things. You know, that sort of thing. But then you come back. Eventually you come back. And when you come back, life is a beautiful thing. All right, so last time I tried picking clockwise. I am going to try and go counterclockwise this way and see if that helps at all. Okay. I love this little vise, but I need to buy a 2.5 pound weight and epoxy it to it because it does not like to stay down. Lord Kodiak, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Oh, and I am taking this out of the whole equation. All right, let's see if we can get this framed in here a little better. There we go. It's so different looking around the camera versus through the camera. Not that I could pick this without the camera, but it is definitely a different way of going about things. Yeah, that's a good move, Grouchy. I probably have something around here to rig it up with. I just need to do it. You know what might be cool is like sticking the base in like a lead shot bag, like a bean bag, so you can just like flop it down anywhere you want. Like one of those shooter's rests, you just plop it down and go. There we go, we're more in focus now. So the way these locks operate is there's 6 pins on each side, and each pin has a hole in it perpendicular to the pin. And then there's 2 sidebars with little tiny pins that fit through those holes. So as you get them set, the sidebar retracts more and more into the lock. Bullet Man, hello, welcome. I think that was a good pop. Hard to tell. Yeah, similar. I think this is actually a double black belt lock. I don't know what's inside of it. I haven't taken it apart. But generally these locks are ranked as black belt locks or higher. I think Spicy might have just picked one of these. I know Eagle's got one now. One just showed up or is showing up with Eagle. So look out, world. The Eagle is probably going to set another world record on picking locks, and it'll be a buy lock. The problem with these is there's no like false set that I can feel. They don't really rotate very much. All right, we're gonna reset. I don't even know if I can go counterclockwise, can I? Oh yeah, yeah I can. We're gonna start over. There we go. Nightmare, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. We're actually going to use your flush tensioners in this bilock and hopefully get it open. Been working on these guys for on and off for way too long. Need to get something open of stature. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I hope somebody spit some knowledge for me, because the clicky test thing does not work for me. I might be just doing it wrong. Keybeard, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. It's funny, like, I said the same thing. Oh, I want one of those. And then now I own like 5 of them, and I can't pick any of them. And I hate them. But I love the whole mechanism that goes in them. I think they're just a brilliant lock, and they're so unique. That's what I'm trying to do, buddy. I like your thinking. Buy lock. That's exactly what that means. Buy some locks now and figure out how to pick them. Like, oh, there we go. I think that it was actually progress. I just heard a noise out of this that I've never heard before. And it feels like the other side is now binding. So maybe I got half of this thing picked. And that'll probably be the end of it too. it could be the night. I'm going to tell you right now, though, it probably is not. But it did sound like something happened in there that I've never heard before. And then, if I do happen to get this open, then I got to gut it. And that's always fun. These things are crazy to gut, although I don't know how the cam locks are. Never gutted a cam lock, so. I'm trying to do this clicky test where you run back and forth on the pins and they kind of tell you if they're set or not. I think I dropped any progress I may have had. The bilock is you pick one side and then the other. There's two sidebars, one here and one here. And like you should, if the pins are binding, they don't move, and you push them into place, and then when they set, there's a little tiny like clicky because they have just a little bit of motion to them when they're set, but I don't know if that's like something that people that can pick these say to make people that can't pick them like struggle even more. I don't know. Not really, Swampy. What does matter is that you don't tension, like if you see I'm on the right side and I am counterclockwise tensioning it, that's so you don't put any pressure on this little nub. And then if I was on the other side, I would have to tension it clockwise, that way over there. Again, so that you don't apply any pressure to that nub because it breaks off. And being that these locks are so hard to get anyways, replacing those face plates is another animal entirely. Yes, and Gil, hello, welcome. Some people just like counterclockwise versus clockwise. I'm sure down under they probably pick counterclockwise. Because that's what they do, is everything reverse of us. I know I see Nightmare pick counterclockwise a lot. And he is a much better picker than me. So if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me, and I will keep trying. You know, everybody is that I have heard that picks these says use tension. But I feel like I'm starting to stalemate really quickly. Thank you for that. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate all the hellos. Again, I want to promote, we are going to be going into a giveaway here pretty soon for a really amazing lock piece of art, brown belt level pick that is currently being painted by Mr. Stephen Leahy, the fine artist. He did some of it on a live feed. He's released a time-lapse video of it being painted, at least part of it. And he's going to go actually around the whole lock. And I'm really interested to see what he actually does to it, because what he's done so far is bonkers. Leahy fans are where it's at. Those of you that are watching my channel that are new, I am a huge airbrush freak. I'm not a very good airbrush artist, but I love to do it. Kind of like I'm not a very good lock picker, but I just love to do it. But I watch a guy by the name of Stephen Leahy Art, I believe it is. I usually have a piece of paper I pop up to show it off. He does a live feed on Monday nights, and he gives away one piece of art every week, and his art is truly incredible. Like the man paints entire cityscapes on razor blades and things like that. Just something most people can't even comprehend, like how to begin, like he's just a master at. So kind of like that guy in the mountains of China that writes everything on a piece of rice. He's kind of like that guy, but he's not in China in the mountains. He's here in the United States in Ohio, and he's a friend of mine, and he's incredible. Anyways, he is painting a lock that I will be giving away before we're resetting. I dropped a shitload of pens, so it kind of breaks my heart. It's a good idea. Get a little decal made, QR code on my thumbnail for Steve Leahy. All right, give the hands a little break. We're gonna try going the other way. This does not fit the other way. Fits this way though. Okay, we're gonna go back at it this way. Yeah, I might have to get a little QR sticker made for my thumb, or somewhere, put it somewhere, just to give them props. I also want to say thank you to Packlock for even considering being part of it. They have donated the lock that we're giving away. I've been talking about this thing for a while, and it took a while to get the lock, and it started out as an idea, and it's actually coming to fruition, and I'm really happy about it. Speaking of ideas coming to fruition, Ultimate Lock Pickers Challenge is coming up. I believe that's February 21st. It'll be on YouTube as well as Discord. Am I right? That's February 21st, I think. I have not sent them the link, although they're very aware of the lock. I did send them a picture of the lock's progress. I should send them the picture of the time lapse, or the link to the time lapse. But I did reach out to them as well regarding Ultimate Lock Pickers Challenge to see if they would be willing to be part of that. I'd love to get them on board for that. Help sweeten up the prize pools. There's a lot of good people being involved with that, so That's turning into a really cool project, and I'm quite flattered that I was asked to be part of it in the first place. And I haven't really had much to do with the design of the whole thing because I'm just not that kind of guy. But I definitely like to participate, and like I will probably make a championship ring for it at some point. I might do something else, like I do glass art too. That can't really say I do glass art, but I've gotten into glass art and I know how to do it. So I might make a plaque for it for the winter, using gold leaf and all of that. Billy Sanderson, hello. No, these are not unpickable. They are uncheese griddable though, which is what I'm trying to learn how to do, is get them picked. There's 12 pins in here, Billy. This is what the key looks like. Nothing is unpickable, but some of these are way more difficult than others. So yeah, this is about as difficult as locks get. They don't get much more difficult than this. They just get different, you know. Although I feel like we're somewhere. I never used a leashy. Grouchy Lenny knows how to use a leashy. A few people here know how to use them. We'll put it this way. If your stuff was locked behind this lock, it's going to stay there. Nobody's going to pick into it, that's for sure. Not in the situation where you would come across this in the wild, for sure. It's not one of those locks you pick in 5 minutes when you're, you know, trying to be sneaky about shit. It's just not that lock. Grats! I'm glad you got it. 7240 is a good like all-around pick. I'm retiring my 7240 after tonight. I will not pick it again on live. I do like picking it, and I pick it too much, and I kind of rely on my 2 comfort locks way too much. So I will not pick my 7240 on camera anymore. It's gotten to be a staple on the show, and frankly, I want to pick more difficult locks. I feel like they should open. I always say that though. I feel like they should be open by now. I've seen a few people pick these locks, and the concept is there. I understand the concept. We're going to drop again and reset. No, maybe I shouldn't, because that is a high lift pin. So what's going on, Johnny Locks? Welcome. John Lopez, hello. And yeah, it's a high lift pin in the front, so I'm okay there. There's a low lift here, and that's okay. I feel like I overset this pin right here. Let them all down. Yeah, that's a pity. And a 3 pins tool. What's a 3 pins tool? I know Eagle got one of these, and I would like to get one open before he sets a world record on it, which is going to be probably tomorrow or the next day. I'd like to get one open before that happens. Although I hope he does set a world record on it. I would just like to have one open. You're right, S. Dot. Somebody might be home. That's why you don't knock. The last thing you want is old naked cheese grits answering the door. It'd be a sight you can never get out of your mind. Yeah, I would like to get one picked before he sets world record on it, to be honest with you. Although I'm really kind of proud that I'm even acquainted with the guy. Like, what he's doing is amazing. Proud of him. He's making a difference in the lockpick world, and honestly, he's giving people inspiration to do better. Inspiration to do better does not necessarily translate to actually do better. Rabbi, where's Rabbi? There he is. Hello. Nagoni, hello. Welcome. Yeah, 1, not 2, don't give up. Take a break and go after something else. Which is kind of why I don't just pick locks. That's why we do like the arty things on this channel as well, as because honestly, I'm not lockpicking lawyer. I'm not McNally. I'm not going to come out of here with a new $200 lock that I open out of the box every week. That's realistically not what my capabilities are. So in order to keep my enjoyment level up, we do other things as well. Because it's important that I enjoy it, right? Okay. Feel like that pin back there's got to come up. There we go. Frankie or Bert Steiner. Hello. Franken nor Bert Steiner. Love the name. Yeah, spit out a little bit. All right. Hand is going numb. Like, I'm not sure if I really need that much tension in these. I am kind of strangle choking this thing. But I have heard that they require a lot of tension to cause the binding, but I don't think they necessarily need to. What's up? Eddie! Eddie, Mr. FU guy. I see you, Eddie. How you doing, my brother? No, don't pick your ass after you, or pick your nose after you pick your ass. That's not what you want to do. You'll never get that out. Sadie, hello. By the way, for my brothers on this side of the world and that side of the world that practice it. Happy Ramadan. Happy Lunar New Year. There's a lot happening in the world right now. I have a lot of friends who are about to starve themselves for the next month, and I feel bad for them because they still go to work every day, and they still got to make money and take care of their families, but they're just miserable for the next, was it 28 days? Anybody know how Ramadan works? I feel real bad for those guys. I like this golf club tensioner. I don't know if this is the one you're referring to, but it does kind of look like a golf club. I have an Everest right here. I got a Schlage Primus Everest. Not capable of picking it, but I am giving one away, Frankie. I have an artist painting a beautiful brass padlock, and this is the exact core that's going in it right here, with working keys. Chris Ronas, hello. We are working on picking one of the most intense locks in the world, honestly, in my opinion. It's an Australian bilock. I have never successfully picked one of these, and I am going to try and get it open in front of the world. Try being the key word. Primuses are really good. I rekeyed this one, took out all the master wafers. There's a lot of wafers in those. Took them all out. So like the lock is what it is. There's no easy way around it. You need to pick it correctly. I have never spent any time with a pick inside one, so I can't tell you how to pick it. But I have another, the exact same lock, but in this body. This is mine to pick. This is the one I'm giving away with the beautiful, beautiful packlock body that is being painted. And he is doing a steampunk theme on it. And the beginnings of it is incredible. I think the steampunk concept matches the brass beautifully. Yeah, it's cool. And I am not getting anywhere with this. Johnny Locks, you seen it? Good. Yeah, we'll be giving it away here before too long. I still got to come up with a good entry method for it because I don't want it going off to somebody that's, one, not appreciating art, and two, somebody who doesn't pick locks. You don't need to be a lock picker to win it, but I'd like to see it go to somebody who would appreciate it for the art value at least. Because the man that's painting it's an absolute madman. Yeah, it'll be a real nice piece when it's all said and done. Well, that's it. I think, I honestly think, like, whoever wins it, you probably shouldn't throw it in a vise and pick it with the lock in the body. Leave the body for what it is. It's a piece of art. You can store the lock in there, but I'm giving you control keys to get the core out, so just take the core out and chuck it up and pick it, if that's what you want to do. Obviously, I would say don't lock something up with it because it's going to get ruined. Angel Air new al dente. You pick a frickin' Kwikset with that. Well, it depends. Smart key Kwikset or Kwikset. Because the smart key, if you can do that, buddy, I'll hold it for you while you go pee. That's an incredible feat. You deserve 2 hands for that. Sally Ramdas, hello. Yeah, smart key's a tough lock. I got 3 of them, and again, I get to these points on these locks where I'm like, this should be opening, and they do not. Well, then you're doing it wrong, my friend. Chris Friend, 2597. You are doing it wrong. KN, hello. Thank you for saying hello. Good boy. Good boy. Or girl. Sometimes those ladies got huge lady balls. That's something I haven't watched in a while, CLK stuff. I need to. G. Keyman, hello. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you're here, my man. I got a D9 here that I can't get open too. That's one that I need to figure out as well. D9, and I got Go P. I got all these great locks. Can't pick none of them anymore. Well, couldn't pick any of those in the first place, but and come on. Get out the half diamond, which is my favorite pick in the world just because I can bully shit with it. Like, it's a good bullying pick. Come on. I'm at that point where I don't feel anything binding, and the ones that are binding, I can't get to go. I don't know if that's a me problem or if I'm where I'm supposed to be. Oh, there's some popping. I'm going to be really bummed out if there's like just a little trigger somewhere that I need to poke for this thing to finish opening, because I don't see anything special about the key. There's no dents or anything. There is that one slider there. don't think that's even a thing. I do not know where I'm going wrong here. I do have visual rotation on the core though, so there is something has been lined up correctly. I just don't know. I'm assuming maybe this side is picked, but it could be the other side. Andre, hello, welcome. Oh, wow, hand is going numb. We got to take a break. And okay, we're about to reset again here in a moment if I don't get any progress in the near future here. Yeah, there's some clicking going on. I just wish I knew if it was pens dropping or what the deal was. It's hard to tell because there's so many pens, and there's the ones that are set should click a little bit. The ones that are not set should bind. And I'm not feeling anything binding. Okay, back to the Jimmy Longs. As I see little bits of glitter fall out of this lock. Yeah, you know it's going good when you got little bits of glitter falling out. Just carving away at that metal. We might not pick it, but we are definitely going to open it. All right, what is happening? Come on. Pretty sure I heard one of the sidebars engage a couple times now. All right, we are gonna take a break and reset. Oh, nothing dropped. Well, one pin dropped. So I don't know if I need to reduce my tension or increase my tension. Try reducing it. I already picked it for the last time. We want to pick it one more time just for old time's sakes, just so we can get a win. Yeah, no, this tensioner is phenomenal. It is in there good and gives me good control on this lock. It doesn't fit on this side because there's a little tiny thing there, a little ledge. The lock is not super glued. It does open. All right. Now it doesn't want to turn to the left, so there it goes. It is a functional lock. Maybe all this extra nonsense on here has something to do with it, but yeah, that's what's stopping it from rotating is that piece. I'm not sure what that is. Could be part of a locking mechanism, I would assume. We're going to get that off of there though. This lock is ready to be gut as soon as I it's weird, it sticks in different places. So, I wonder if the key comes out in all these different, no, it doesn't come out there. Comes out there. Comes out there. That's really weird. The D9, why you gotta bring that up? What'd I ever do to you? I haven't tried picking on it since I picked this bad boy up. We're gonna put this back on though. I'm not sure what it's supposed to do. Comes out, I mean, it'll come out there. I'm assuming there's more indentations, like you can see that little groove there. I'm assuming there's more of those. Doesn't come out there, comes out there. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll try picking a different one. I feel like I've gotten closer on this one than any of the others. All right, we'll do the last pick on this guy, and then she's never coming back on camera since Grouchy asked for it. Abby, MMA, hello. Keybeard, have fun with that. I love these locks. Like, locks are incredible. All right, so Abus 7240, last pick. I said that the last pick, but we're going to pick it one more time for Grouchy. Maybe I'll challenge lock this guy and send it out too, because then I can't pick it anymore, you know? Put it out in the world to be somebody else's problem. Okay, there's the false set and share the fun. We are watching lockpicking, or failing at lockpicking, however you want to look at it. We are discussing anything and everything that comes to mind, really. And we are making horrible amounts of fun at Old Cheese Grits and NyQuil here for not getting some of the hardest locks on the planet picked. Now I'm struggling on this one, and I love picking this one. This is my standard go-to warm-up lock to pick. Now all of a sudden I can't pick it. The Mick Tickler. I got a Mick Tickler. I got the Mick Tickler. I got the Lil Tickler. I honestly don't use them very much. I do like them though. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm goofed up on this lock. And yeah, here we go. It's weird what like different hand positions actually make a difference. They shouldn't make a difference, but they do. No, I don't need to scrub. This is an Abus. This is the infamous 7240. 5 little tiny spool pins in there. I do love this lock. They're fun to pick. But that'll be the last time I pick this on camera. Done me well, buddy. We got to get on to some bigger, better locks though. So in the drawer she goes. I've got a couple of... I got one of these somebody sent me that I can't get picked. I think this came from Logic Wizard. And it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, that's a good lock. We ain't doing it again, Beard. Probably, I don't know, I might need to retire this one too. Get me just a whole new warm-up setup going. I need to get back into the dimple picks. This is actually a perfect McTickler lock is what this one is. If you're wondering, like, does the McTickler work? Like, this is the kind of lock that you can McTickle really well. The Abus 5540. It's ticklish, 100%. Good night, Johnny. Thanks for coming in. This is Pickens. I haven't even touched these picks in a while. They're really, actually, really nice picks. And they're highly magnetic because there's a saw blade sticking to it. All right. Yeah, the McTickler. And this one's the Little Tickler. This is a good pick. Those of you that don't know, this guy here, McNally, he is probably one of the best lock bypass artists on the planet. Gets himself in trouble bypassing people's locks, and then gets sued for it. Was that Proven Lock Company? Do they even exist anymore now? They have to change their name yet? He did a number on them in the last year. No, they're not ice pick. They could be used as a ice pick though. Like, they're pretty good. But the set itself, like the Lock Reaper set itself, is quite good. It's a nice lock pick set, well made. You got short through deep hooks, and then you got the Little Tickler and the McTickler. They come with excellent turning tools. That's what these tools come from. These are probably my favorite top of the keyway turners on the market. They do a great job. There's bottom of the keyway here as well from them. Also, probably my favorite ones on the market. Excuse me. Okay, we're going to shift gears. McNally did not lose, that is for sure. I actually like the way he handled it because somebody asked if he was going to blow him out of the water, and he says, you know, if the judge says leave him alone, I'll leave him alone. I got, like, to me that's class. Like, you already you already opened a $200 lock with a soda can publicly. Do you really need to blow him out of the water? Rozzy, all locks I can't pick. The one I just failed on for 40 minutes is the Bylock. The Australian Bylock. And I own a few of these guys. Like, I can't get any of them open. None of these guys I can get open. I actually have one that's in a padlock that I've progressively penned, and I was able to get it open with 3 of the 12 pins in it. And yeah, that's it. I mean, they're not easy locks. They just are not. Although Mr. Eagle Lockpicking is soon to be getting his, if he hasn't gotten it yet, and he will let the world know how easy it really is. We got multi-lock in the house. I don't know whatever came about with that. I know there was people part of the LPU like that had gotten subpoenaed to say some to like testify on behalf of whether or not like it was a valid thing. And they were like, yeah, I mean, can I do it? Maybe not, but he definitely did it. That's a legitimate thing. Like, I mean, honestly, like, it's not like he picked the lock, he bypassed it like entirely. Like, he just found the workaround and he exploited it. What should have happened, and we are false set deep enough, I can let go. What should have happened was proven should have been like, thank you. Can we hire you as a consultant to help us improve our product? Is really what should have happened out of all of that. You know, like that's what you do with that situation, but that's not how it played out. Oh, Kodiak, that's great. Did you just get that? No, not the union. Lockpickers United. Big fat Twinkies blocking the camera. Yeah, exactly. If the flaw is there, fix the flaw, and don't kill the guy that exploits the flaw. Like, be happy that he did it, and it wasn't like somebody's. I believe that was like a trailer lock. Be happy it wasn't somebody's like prize like Saudi Arabian racehorse or something like locked behind that thing. Yeah, I think the whole situation on that lawsuit was stupid. I think McNally played his cards really well on it. I mean, I'm not part of it. I don't know much about it. I just I applaud the guy for not absolutely muddying them up like directly. I mean, sure he made a video about it, but I mean that's what we do. We pick locks on camera. Western Massacre. It is a play on words for Western Massachusetts. My plans to start a Locksport group out here have been a little bit idle. I work a lot, so finding the time is not always easy to do. Although that's still in my plans. Come on, you are ready to open, so open. The thing with these locks, in particular these locks, when you get rotation like that where it just stays in there, you are basically open. You got to find the one pin that needs to be poked, basically, and poke it. And I'm having a hard time finding which pin that is because it's not opening. Oh, nice. Yeah, Holyoke here. Oh, almost. Maybe if we can get some stuff going, we can get a group going. I just need to get some time. That's the long-term goal is I'd like to get a tool chapter organized out here, and kind of bring Locksport more publicly, I guess, out in this area. Would help if I could get these more difficult locks picked on camera. All right, reset, and we're gonna try again here shortly. I don't know what a sissy rake is, but generally like that with a rake. Not to be a smart ass. That's generally how it goes. And you don't necessarily want my advice on picking locks. I struggle at it. I just like doing it. I have fun interacting with the community. I have a blast. Speaking of which, we've broke 1,000 subscribers. Thank you those that have subscribed and supported my efforts along the way. Thank you to the community. I think that's absolutely amazing. We broke 1,000 subscribers last feed, literally 1,001. So we will be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway at some point. That's probably what the Leahy lock's going to turn into. Depends on when I get it back. Maybe it'll be the 1,200 subscriber. Maybe it'll be 1,500 subscriber. But anyways, there's something coming soon. Another giveaway. I got to get the rings made. Labs, speaking of which. Thank you, the one not to. Appreciate it. Thank you, Keybeard. Labs reached out to me about making him a ring, and you know, like I wish I could just make rings and give them away to people, but all that stuff costs money, and so Labs had reached out to me, and I said, you know, if you get the stuff to me, I will make you your ring. I'll do the work for free. You just there we go. You get the supplies to me and I will do it. So I put him in contact with who I buy supplies from sometimes. And I've received those supplies. So Lab's ring will be made. Broke has gotten me his stuff for his ring. So his ring will be made. And I've gotten the information from Rusty Spoon on her ring. So Rusty Spoon's ring will be made soon. Maybe I'll spend a live feed building all of them. I probably won't do Broke Picks ring on a camera just because it is a memorial ring and I would like to give a little privacy and respect to the deceased for that. But his stuff is here and we will build his ring soon. And we are reset. So this one's open. Kind of like this. Native. Really depends, Keybeard, what's the average time I'm making a ring? It really depends. If I have the day to really work on them, I can turn a ring in a day. It really depends on what's going in them and if I'm happy with it or not. If I'm not happy with what it's looking like, I will remove everything and start over. But generally, I could, if I do 3 at a time, I could probably get 3 done in a day on a ring. I used to play pool. I was never any good at pool. Um, no graph PK, no graph pick. You mean shims as in like shims? You mean like you pull it out and go at it? No, I not what I do. I couldn't do that. But somebody reached out to me about possibly using like lockpick tips in one, which I could do that. That I could do. Cortogs Dale, hello. Rahindra, hello, welcome. I made a ring. Actually, Nightmare got the ring I put American Lock security pins in. He did a unboxing of that ring. It looks fantastic. And the thing is my ring, I got to remake it because I'm not happy with some spots in it. But like it looks better in person than it does on camera. Like you just can't see the depth in it on camera. Actually, I'm not going to pick this one. I'm going to go after the DeGard again. I don't know if cameras are too high def, or if they're, I don't know. There's no depth perception in the camera. Like, I mean, I suppose like that you get far away, but like in the context of the ring, you can't really see into the ring. When with the naked eye you can. So like with Nightmare's ring, it's just a whole different animal in person than it is on camera. And then it glows, which like I like the glowy rings. Yeah, that's right. We made it on live. Like the whole community was part of making that ring, which I thought was amazing. Like everybody chipped in on input, and we gave it away, and that was a good time. Which is how I ended up giving the one away that Rusty Spoon won. I love doing giveaways. It's fun, but I need to complete Rusty's ring. Like, it needs to be my focus, and then I can worry about giving more shit away. Right now, I'm working nutty amounts of overtime. So, like, I really don't have much time to do many extracurricular things. For lack of better English, extracurricular, is that the word I'm looking for? This is a dimple pick. Smiley locks are dimple locks. This is a dimple lock. Generally, they have a key that looks like that. But yes, in short, this is a smiley pick. These are more smiley. These are the Chinese lock picks. Smiley locks are generally Chinese dimples. Generally, this is a multi-pick, so it's machined a little bit better than the cheap Chinese picks. Right? You wear your ring and I control you. No, I just thought it was a fun thing to do. And then I just had a blast doing it. Like, it was just a good time. Like, that whole project was a good time. I have not gotten this lock picked in a while, so Be nice to get it picked right now. Got an amazing 450 people watching. Thank you guys. Appreciate having you here. All of you. Could use your support in your subscriptions and your thumbs up, and just a hello is cool. Well, how'd you get put in jail in the first place? Because if I get caught opening your cell, I'm going to be in there with you. And honestly, like old school jail locks, maybe. New school jail locks, yeah, I don't think so. Like the lock technology has gotten great. I mean, now most shit is electromagnet. Like, I don't even use keys for half that shit anymore. Yeah, you're right. I'm pushing pretty hard on this tension bar. A lot of times with this lock, like if I relax, then all of a sudden it just goes into full set. I am pushing pretty hard on that tension bar though. Yeah, it's reset. At one point, this was my go-to, like, pin and pin lock to pick. But then I just stopped picking it. I'm going to reset this so I can think about how to answer this one. Okay, Russell Clark, what kind of pins are in there? This is 5 pin and pin dimples with an interactive key. So there's like a pin and tumbler. There's a pin that moves. There's a key pin that moves the driver pin, but the key pin is hollow with another pin in it, and the driver pins are hollow with another pin in it. So there's really 4 pins in each pin. So there's like 20 pins in this whole thing. Like it's crazy how this works. But that's what makes these ones in particular particularly fun, is the way the mechanism works is just cool. And there's something really satisfying about getting them open. Although they're not particularly difficult, they do give you a run for your money. And it's funny, I did this exact lock was one of my purple belt Lockpickers United locks. And I think I opened it in like a minute and a half, maybe less than that. It was a pretty quick pick. And I just never picked it afterwards, and now I can't pick it. It's weird, like you get to know a lock when you pick it a whole bunch, and when you stop picking it, it becomes a challenge again. Oh, rakes? Rakes are, when I first started picking, that's all I did was rake. And there's nothing wrong with rake picking. It's probably the most effective way to pick a lock is to rake it. I just that's not what I'm trying to do right now. But we can probably rake something open. This one in particular isn't going to be Chuck Soup. What's up, buddy? This one in particular isn't going to get raked. And dimple rakes are a little different anyways. Well, single pin is, yeah, single pin takes too long is for sure. Unless you're eagle. If you're eagle lock picking, then like the most difficult locks in the world crumble at your fingers like hot butter. You don't even use a tension wrench. You just grab it by the core and turn it with your finger. What do we have that we can bring? Wow, I need to check this drawer out. There's a lot of weight in here. I don't want to go back to raking that. We're gonna rake on this best. This is actually a relatively difficult lock. I cannot single pin this lock. I can't always rake it either. It's definitely a good lock. I can't get it to control. And there we go. Let's see if we can get into it. there's nothing to teach. You're just playing the numbers. It's a matter of in and out, in and out. Put a little bit of tension on it and shove it in and out. That's really what there is to it. I'm doing more of a rocking technique in this one. I should try the McTickler in here, since somebody had mentioned the McTickler earlier. Yeah, we'll give the McTickler a shot and see if that works in here. I don't know if best padlocks are ticklish or not. The McTickler! Yeah, it's a well-made lockpick. It really is. It's not ticklish though. I generally like to use worms in these because of the small rounded tip. I like that. Yeah, we can try zipping it. Zipping a best is not probably ideal, although it might work. Come on. Yeah, we're not going to get into it tonight relatively quickly. Of course. I thought we might get her quickly, but no. Dean P, what's up? Pew pew pew. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, raking. Generally, with a rake, you're looking at something like this, and you're putting it in and out of the lock while you're applying tension on the core. And what that does is it shoves all the pins up, and they're springing around, and boom, it opens. You're playing the averages of all the combinations. That's generally how that goes. Some locks are easier than others. This one is not the easiest lock. There we go. Not the easiest lock in the world to rake, but that's how you rake it. You literally, you're just shoving it in and out and in and out. Yes, this is an SFIC, and I cannot get this to control. I can get it open. I can't get it to control, though, and I do not have a key for it. I have another one of these that I've never raked open. I can't single pin it either. Just, I don't know, one of those things. No, controllers don't pick to the left on these. The control goes to the right, but it is literally like such a small amount of turnage. You don't need, like, the lock doesn't turn very much. Yeah, not the control. So, the neighborhood boy, what's up? Angle grinder works very well. You know what else works really well is the new the new cutter system for Dremel. I did a shackle cut for the pack leader event with a Dremel, and it worked really well. Like a cordless battery powered Dremel. What the hell is it called? The Dremel Easy Lock system works really well at shackle cutting. And it's easy to change discs and the whole 9 yards. It's great. All right, so this particular one, this is what's going to go in the lock we're giving away. We do have a control key for this, which this, right here, this little button is what holds it in the lock. Wow, I got to do something with that drawer. A lot of weight in there. So this is the same lock. That pin is what holds it into place. So this is what's going in the lock we're giving away. We got a control key for it that works. And we have the actual operating key that works. And this will go in that beautiful pack lock body that Steve Leahy is painting. It is both. It is an Everest Primus. Primus Everest. Schlag, baby. Milwaukee grinder works. This lock is absolutely amazing, though. What makes them work, there's finger pins in this area of the lock here. They need to be rotated and at the right level, as well as the pin and tumbler ones that go through here. I remember correctly, there's 5. Might be 6. Yeah, 5 pins, 10 total, because there's 5 finger pins as well. Yeah, and they rotate. If you look at the key, like, yeah, it's a cool system. It really is. It is a really cool system in the way they work. So that's what's going into the Steve Leahy lock that's being painted. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you check out his website. He's got a time lapse that he's done of it, that he in the middle of painting, and it's absolutely incredible. And we will be giving that away at some point. So we are approaching 12:45. I think I am going to call it a night at this. I want to say thank you to everybody that's popped in. Saw a lot of new faces tonight. I appreciate the support. Please stop back in, subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you know when we go live, because we will be doing more giveaways here in the near future. I have to make good on the few that I have active right now, and we will be doing some more in the near future. I need to update my t-shirt. I need to get those updated t-shirts out to my mods, because my mods are still waiting for their t-shirts. And I appreciate all the work that they've done for me over the last like 5 months. Been amazing. Amazing. Spider Monkey 79. I love Spider Monkeys. Put these tensioners away. I generally don't clean up my picks very well. I get done and I leave them, and then I got to clean up before my thing, and my desk's always a mess. So we are going to put some of these away. Those tocks are Southord, not multi-pick. Yeah, these here are Southords. These were actually a gift from Nightmare. Link to Packlock Paint. Thank you, Chuck. That's what I'm talking about. If you have not seen that lock, take a look at that link. That is the lock that we are giving away. The giveaway is not actively open yet. I do not have the lock yet. It's still being painted. But the man that's painting that lock has graciously done the work, or is currently doing the work, and that lock is gorgeous. The whole thing's being painted in a steampunk theme. It is a chunky, beautiful brass padlock that just is going to go so well with that steampunk theme. So, yeah, so that's the lock we're going to be giving away. Thank you for putting that up, Chuck. I appreciate that. Again, tonight's not a sponsored drink of the night. It was Diet Coke. Been a while since I've had them on. What do you do? I have an idea, but we would like to know. I pick locks. I do art. I do crafty things. I build rings. I do all sorts of stuff on here. Generally, it's Locksport related, though. If you don't know what Locksport is the art of legally picking locks. That is what Locksport is. That is what we do. Most people that you see interacting here, they are Locksport enthusiasts as well, or art enthusiasts, because we do both. And I put my tools away, so now I want to pull them out and pick this lock. This is not good for your health. Do not store your tension wrenches like this. I got to come up with a better system for them. I have a beautiful storage system over there, but it doesn't seem to like tension wrenches. So I don't use this pick very much. I forgot I even owned it until somebody asked about a McTickler. a pretty fun lockpick, actually, and it's rather effective. Does not mean I'm going to get this lock picked in front of you, but with this particular pick. Oh, I thought we had it. Criminality is the art of illegally picking locks. Yes, correct. Yeah, poking them into the box might be a better way to do it. Yeah, this is not the lock pick I want to use for. I think this one's better for this. Although McNally would have already had this open and been into my buy lock and other locks already. There we go. Yeah, this is the smaller version of this. Dieter go. Dieter go. Dieter. Hello. Welcome. But these are the Reapers from Covert Instruments. Beautifully well-made lock picks. I got these. These became my everyday carry. And then I just kind of stopped carrying lock picks. Not that there's anything wrong with carrying lock picks. I really have no need to have them on me. I pick enough at home that I don't need to pick on the road. But yeah, that's how they work. That's what Locksport is, the art of legally picking locks. Number one rule, you don't pick locks that are in use. That's like not even a negotiable thing. That is a job for a locksmith. Of course, it's the forbidden fruit, but that's what keeps you legal. If you're not a locksmith, don't open people's locks. It's not good for you. It's how you can end up in jail. We also pick these things that we call challenge locks that you disassemble a lock and then you alter the internals to make the lock more difficult. This one here is from Eagle Lockpicking. And I almost had this picked. It went into full set. I didn't get it picked. This one is from Beer Can Bushcraft. This one I haven't had much luck with any progression on. It's only 5 pins though. But don't let that fool you. 4 pins can be deadly. But with that, I think we're gonna call it. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us on Live from Western Massacre. It's Tuesday night. I am Cheese Grits and NyQuil. Yeah, buddy.